Nation United, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today is the season finale, or this, I guess not the season finale, the series finale of the Nation United as we wait for people to slowly jump in. But I am really excited to start this stream up, ladies and gentlemen. Really excited. Because today is the series finale. Of course, the whatchamacallit. Oh, why am I forgetting? NHL 22's betas came out today. So, hey Logan, how's it going, brother? So that's pretty cool. I've even really got to play it yet because you can't really make any content on it, and I really don't play a lot of the modes that, you know, the test comes out with. I only play like once or twice for the gameplay, and then that's really it. But welcome everyone, as we're starting to get some people flooding into the stream. Awesome possum. We got some NHL content today. It's not any Red Dead or anything else. We're going to be playing, of course, the Nation United. As you guys all know, it's the series finale of this. So this is the last ever episode of the Nation United, which I'm pretty excited about, because we do got a pretty big episode. We're going to be heading into the 2030 off season, and hopefully that we can improve this team is what I'm really hoping for, and really take this team to the next step. So I'll have to see if we could, of course, do that. But it's been a pretty, you know, hectic little bit. I'm going to be starting work here too very soon, which I got a call from them today, asking for my reference, because the reference that I put on my resume said he didn't know me, which was just awesome. Which I was like not expecting, because the guy that, you know, the first reference that I gave them was a guy that I worked with like a month ago and said, hell yeah, I'll be your reference and I'll put out a good word for you. And I'm like, perfect. It'll be a perfect reference for me. And the next thing you know it, he just told the person that called them saying that they didn't know who I was, which was not perfect at all. So it has been kind of a stressful morning, to say the least. And then I forgot to do something else, and etc. It's been a little bit of a crazy morning, to say the least. So I'm excited to be able to do some live streaming for you guys. We're gonna get some Nation United here right going once I get everything set up, because sadly I'm streaming on my PS4, so it takes me a little while to get everything set up. Usually I would set this up before the live stream even happens, but with PS4 I can't really do that, sadly. Wish I was able to, but I cannot. I just gotta get one more thing, and then I'm gonna send the link to Twitter, and then we'll be ready to go. But yeah, we got a pretty big episode tonight. I'm pretty excited. We're going to be going live for probably a few hours, because I do want to try to win a cup with this team. So the goal is to go a couple hours, see how long we can go, and just to go absolutely nuts. I am live. Alrighty, so let's get this puppy started up, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for some Nation United? Because I sure am. I'm pretty damn ready for this team. So, let's get into today's episode. Let's get right into it. I'm not waiting any longer. So, the biggest thing is with this team, we made it to the playoffs, of course. That was the nicest thing. We finally made it into the playoffs, and now it's just kind of building up the team, and that's basically what we have to do now, right? Like, we know what we have to do is just continue to build the team up to make it a lot better than what it is. Actually, I do got to do one last thing that I forgot to do. I got to get the tags going. So much crap I got to set up, but we we gotta continue building this team up, and that's the biggest thing with this team is just to continue keep building it up, continue going as much as we can, and hopefully we can win a Stanley Cup. I'm kind of doubtful we'll win a cup, just because this has not been my most luckiest franchise mode, and nor have I really been able to do anything with this franchise mode. So let's see what we got for this team going into the off season. First of all, what we have to do, what's the homework? We have $4.6 million. We do have Ruslan Koltsov as a free agent this year. I think right off the get-go we should just lock him up for an 8-year deal and not have to worry about him, because he's been a good productive two-way forward over the past few years. And I think he's going to be a guy that we definitely need to keep, because just his defensive workings are, you can't miss a guy like this. You need to bring him back to the team. So we'll pop up the wheel to side, because we will be using that a lot, and we'll get that going. Mute the wheel, please. Man, I hate when it doesn't mute the wheel. Anyways, he wants nothing. He doesn't want a no trade clause, nothing for a no movement clause. That's perfect for me. That is absolutely perfect for me. So, $7.4 million for the next 8 years for Ruslan Koltsov. That is perfect for me. Forward-wise, we did bolster up the team. I think we were going... Here, actually, we can check out the lineups, see what we're going to be working with the lineups. Because we do need to figure out... Actually, hang on. I'm going to quickly do one thing and pause my beta download so it's not slowing my internet. I got like 2 downloads going. I can pause them because I don't really need them going. Yes, so Kurvatsov, Nikita Koltsov, and Matei Michkov. We had the lineups a little bit different than what we had it here. I think what we will do going into next year... Trying to figure out what I kind of want to do, because we got Podkolzin for like the next 3 years. We practically got all these guys locked up. Gurianov, see, Kurvatsov fit quite well up there. I think we're gonna have to downgrade Vorobyov, but that line doesn't work very well if we do it like that. Yeah, fuck, man. Vasili Podkolzin, I don't know where we're gonna really put him exactly. Honestly. And there was another big free agent that dropped into the... or not a free agent. Another draft pick that we could possibly get for a Russian. If we take a look at the draft class. Which is Zugulubov. But he's like a two-way forward. Kind of like a Sean Couturier. He would be like another Ruslan Koltsov for us. And we really don't need a player like that right now. For the team, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, because we could play Kurvatsov, because he did really well near the end of the season, especially playing up on that top line and giving us that 5+, right? That was really nice. I think Ruslan Koltsov is kind of a bit of the downer for us, because he's not really that. Maybe we need a new coach. Maybe that's the thing we can maybe take a look at, is maybe go and inquire on a new coach for this team. And maybe doing something in that sort. I did want to check if my voice is okay. Did want to see if my volume works. It's been a pretty, There we go. Okay, it is working. Because we have Dahlman here. He did help us get into the playoffs and actually gave us a pretty respectable record. So I think we're going to keep him. So I think... The top 6 is going to be... I don't even know what we're going to exactly do with Podkolzin. I think we're going to have to play him up on the top line again this upcoming year. We don't really have exactly any rules for it, but I think we're going to have to play Podkolzin up on the top line again and just do it like that. This will be our top 6 going into next year. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do exactly with the depth, because that will be kind of a big question too on what we do with that. Yeah, because how much money do we got afterwards? $23 million. So Vorobyov, we could also need to sign this year as well. He's not going to be a cheap boy. We got a lot of players that we're going to sign this year. Same with Gavrikov. We got to sign him as well. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Yeah, I think we might have to just rely on our youth jumping up this year with Yuri Habibulin, but the problem with that is every time we do that, none of our youth jump up. Like we have seen that with our team Vizhinesky and also Victor Puskarivov. Victor Puskarivov has been absolutely useless for this team. He has just been a pylon half the time he's out there and just block shots. That's all he does for us. So I don't even know what to exactly do with this goddamn team when most of our prospects don't play very good on our team and they don't want to improve. So it's just, we're kind of stuck in a very stuck position with this team here in Moscow. It really is that. Like, the Columbus Blue Jackets one is so much smoother than this one. Like, without a doubt. I don't mind doing these Nation Uniteds. I don't think they're a bad idea. I don't think it's just my forte yet. I don't think I've mastered them. And I don't know how to exactly come in with a game plan for a team that legit never gave us any good prospects but for Mikhail Sergachev, and we have had to trade for every one of our big prospects or players that we've been wanting to pick up over the past few years. So every time we do, we have to trade away prospects, and then it's just a vicious, dumb cycle that I hate. And I'm hoping we can keep this team together this year and go for another run, because that's my biggest goal this year, is just to continue going for runs. Nikita Koltsov's contract looks like hell on water. 85 overall, and just, I mean, he's been decent. This past season, he kind of had a down season. Didn't do too bad in the playoffs. I'm hoping he can have another good year in the playoffs again. But, yeah, let's jump into the draft. We got nothing really to do. I don't think we're going to make any deals. I don't think there would be any players to go after exactly around the league. Oh, and that's the thing, too. I like to build a plan every time I do a franchise mode, which is kind of what I've done for almost every single team. And that's the reason why I build upon a major success, is because I just build on every instrument of the team. But like with the Moscow Superstars, for plans to take place, it takes forever to finish something. Right? For example, the defensive core. Right? We wanted that defensive core to be done 5 years ago. Or I guess it would have been, I would have liked it to be done 3 to 4 years ago, because that would have been the opportune time to start pushing, because players like Panarin and Malkin were jumping into free agency, but we were never able to find, you know, any Russian defensemen to fill up our defensive core to actually make us complete and make us really good. So we were always running into that problem, and now we're sitting here very, very close to being a very good team. It's just now, can we keep that defensive core alive with Gavrikov becoming older? And will some of our younger defensemen jump into the lineup and actually make an impact? That's the biggest thing. And that's the biggest thing with doing a Russian-only franchise mode, is that most of the players are in the KHL. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, if we were to choose a team like Sweden or whatever it would have been a lot easier. Sugalubov actually was a really good player, but we don't need a two-way forward. That's purely and simple. We did not need a two-way forward. So, it would not have fit on the team. But we did turn up the draft class, so the draft classes should be a little bit better. We'll see. So there's a goalie. But yeah, look at the garbage, man. Once again, garbage draft. I mean, by time now, it's like, what's even the point of drafting? Because we're so close to being, done. And that's the biggest thing. We are very, very close to, being done this franchise mode, which is the reason why we're doing the series finale today. Because we don't want to go on any longer with this one. I've been on it for almost 10 virtual years now. And I don't mind going deep into a franchise mode, but when I don't get any success, it's just it's mind-numbing, and I don't want to record the episode because of the fact my team's not winning at all. And it's painful. It legit is painful to watch this team play sometimes, because we're not winning anything, and it's kind of ticking me off. Like, this past season was absolutely fun making it into the playoffs. Absolutely was. Just the problem is, when you look at every single free agency and see players that you can't pick up, it's kind of painful. It's kind of low-key painful. There's absolutely nobody to draft. That's why I'm just picking at random, because there's not a whole lot for us to pick up. Not a whole lot. Excuse me. We'll go for some overagers. Is there any defensemen? Dmitry Solovoyev. Still garbage. And then our last pick here of the draft. Definitely was not the greatest draft in the world, to say the least. It was full of crappy players and absolutely no ones. Like, their only best pick was the high backup there. And that was basically it. So, yeah, I think the time is to start winning is now. Like, we're not going to be able to, you know, keep the team going with prospects. So, the goal is just win. Vorobyov, we definitely do want to get you back on the team. You were great the last few seasons. So, getting you back on a contract is definitely pivotal for the team. So, you want another wheel to decide for this guy. 6 years, which I'll lock him up. Why not? Get him locked up on the team. He wants to have no movement clause, have no trade clause for Ivan Vorobyov. So $5.8 million for Ivan Vorobyov. He wants a half no movement, half no trade clause. So I will be updating that now in the description if you guys want to keep informed with all the contracts. So Podkolzin's now a no trade clause, and also Askarov's now a no trade clause as well. And then otherwise, Gavrikov comes off the no movement clause, and then with that adds on Ivan Vorobyov with his no movement clause now. Because we're not going to be trading away Vorobyov. Like we never trade away most of these Russians anyways, because we just don't have the stuff to be able to be trading away players in anyways. So Shivenchnikov, do we really want to keep him? He was really good to help us out, give us some, you know, extra offense for that third line. If he's cheap, oh my lord, 6.75, yeah, we can't afford that. We cannot afford that. Jermaine Ropitsov, we might as well lock you up for the next little bit. 2.2 million for the next 3 years. Nikushkin, you're still great defensively. I'd love to get you back. 1.85 million for the next 2 years. Chekovich, he's another good goal scorer. Might as well bring him back. Alexiev, Yakov Trenin, another good depth piece for the team. 1.5 for him. And then that's really it. We'll sign these guys for the AHL. And then we got some guys slowly coming up, but like we really don't got any forwards coming up the pipeline. It's definitely not the brightest looking thing for our forwards. You got Lebanov, but what is he, a playmaker? Actually, we do kind of need a playmaker. That is actually one thing I don't know. I don't even know what we exactly need. I would like a good center playmaker, but we've never been able to find that over the past couple years that we've been doing this. And same with defense. Defense has been a lackluster over the past couple years. And Gavrikov doesn't want to come back. So, we could play, you know, Yuri Habibulin and all these guys high up this year. Like, we could do that. Do I want to do that? Like, how much is Gavrikov going to be? $6.2 million, my lord. Nikita Zadorov, how much will you be, my lord, bro? My lord, dude. Defensemen are expensive. Get you on the team. Get you on the team. Get you on the team. I think the next one, if I were to do another challenge, would just be like a draft to glory. I think as if I were to do another one like this, would definitely just be a draft to glory. Because, I mean, I don't mind doing these. These are not too bad, like the Nation Uniteds, but I think I'd rather do something else and do a draft to glory just because this was difficult. I think it would have been easier for me to pick Sweden or Finland. It would have been a lot easier for me, but I decided to do Russia right off the get-go, because I think I did Russia before, and I did not have fun, but I was like, I need to finish the challenge. I need to win a cup for this team, but I don't even know if it's possible. I have no idea if it's even possible. Matei Michkov is the only reason why we have a good team right now, and if I didn't create him into the game, we would have been screwed. Yeah, $9 million coming into this year's free agency. So Michkov, Podkolzin, Koltsov, Gurianov, Koltsov, Kravatsov, Vorobyov, Chekovich, Nikushkin, Ropasov, Alexiev, Trenin. So that's the depth. Defensively, we got Provorov, Sergachev, Mukhamadullin, Habibulin, Puskarivov, Vizhnevsky. That's a rough defensive core. Definitely not one that I want. And then Askarov's is our starting goalie. I don't know if we need to sign any coaches or anything like that. Doesn't look like it. So we're all good to go. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't really care about anyone else. Let's just jump into free agency here. $9 million to spend. We don't need any forwards. Like, we could add some extra forwards. Like, Nikita Kucherov's there, but we can't really even afford him. Like, we don't have that type of money anymore to just spend on random players now. We gotta have to play a little bit smarter with our money. Wally crap, but he's Ukrainian, my lord. That's just our luck. It's just honestly our luck. Every Russian that we see is either too expensive for us or whatever it may be. Defensively is the main thing that we need to focus on, though, and there's not a lot. Gavrikov is the only guy that's really available. Oh, hang on, we got this Tutin guy, Timothy Tutin, which is an offensive defenseman. It actually quite looks pretty well. We could actually afford him and just get him, because we do need an offensive defenseman. That Vizhnevsky guy has been doing like crap over the past few years. So let's sign because we need just defensemen. So Gavrikov, we're gonna just give you the overpayment that you want for some ridiculous reason, because we need you. We definitely need you to make our defense core a little bit more competent. And of course he wants a no movement clause, but he only wants a year. So I'll give it to him. I'll give him the no movement clause. And then I want this Timothy Tutin guy as well. I'll give you 3.85. Actually, could we get him a little cheaper? Because if we could get him a little bit cheaper, that would not be bad. 3.3 for the next 2 years, because I would like him on the team, quite honestly. I think some other team might scoop him up before we get him, to be completely honest, which would suck, of course, but I think there's a possibility we could get him. And then we do need to hire some new scouts. Some new scouts for the team, and then we'll be ready to get this next season started up. And then we'll be just basically simulating, because watching games and stuff like that will take up more of the simulation. We're not making a video or anything like that. So the goal is just to get at least 3 to 4 seasons done. Hopefully win a cup. Like, the biggest goal is to win a cup right now. Like, that's the biggest thing, is that we do want to win a Stanley Cup, without a doubt. But if that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. We fail the challenge, which I definitely don't want to fail this challenge. This is one of the challenges I don't want to fail. But to be completely honest, I might. Yeah, I knew Timothy. He would not sign with us. We didn't really have the money either. So I think we might just go with the youth. Boris Treborov. Yeah, see, there is some decent Russian. I mean, we can't get him. Any Russians that we could find? How about this guy? Is he Russian? Nope. Of course not. He's Canadian. He's American. I don't think we're going to get any luck here. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get any more luck. That'll look like it. It's kind of sucks. Oh, excuse me. It kind of sucks. I really just want to bolster this team up. Like, I really do. I just want to, like, build this team like a damn tank this year. But could get Georgiev, but we barely even have enough money for Georgiev even. So is there any, like, depth centers that or depth forwards that we can get for dirt cheap, for affordable pricing? I wonder if we could get any cheap Russians. Doesn't look like there would be any right now, from one of the looks of it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any luck. I don't think we're going to get any luck, and we're just going to have to deal with what we got for this team this year. It is what it is. Yeah. Whatever. We'll just send him to the next year. We got Gavrikov back. We're basically the same team, but worse because we lost a few players. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this team or how we're going to improve it because there's nothing we can really do. And that's what I was saying, like, the last, I think, in my head, because I look at it, you look at, you know, the direction of this team, it's either you blow it up and do another 10 years of rebuilding and hope that in the last 5 years you're ready to be a playoff team. But you got to hope that every one of those years you could get, you know, a really good, solid first-round Russian pick. Which was the problem with us, is that we were never able to. We were never able to get those Russian prospects. Our best one was Nikita Koltsov and then Mikhail Sergachev. And we got those two guys back-to-back. And then, you know, Ruslan Koltsov was also in the same draft. Mikhail Sergachev was in. And then after that, there was, like, no other Russians ever. Not like I'm complaining, you know. I took the test. I haven't complained once since now. Since I'm talking to you guys and telling you guys how I've been, kind of my thought process with this team, because there's not very much of a road I could take, right? Like, there's not too much of a road I could take now. Unless I blow it up and get really, really lucky with every single draft that we do, or we start winning with this team now, right? Like, what's this upcoming draft class? See? No Russians. Yeah, one right here at the 16th. He'll be most likely a medium top 6. But then after that, you know, you really don't got a lot of other Russians after that. So it's, I don't know. It is based off a lot on luck, and we got to be lucky this year. And we got to hope that we make it to the playoffs once again and make it deep into the playoffs this year. So, yeah, that should be the team there. I don't think Boris Levinov jumped up at all. No, he's still at a 73 overall, so he's still far away from being ready. Defensively, we actually don't look that bad defensively, especially if Khabibulin plays really good this year, since he's all ready to go. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a little heartburn from an applesauce, I think. Let me just take a quick cum. Alright. I do want Nikita Koltsov playing as center. Yeah, and even look at Gurianov now. 84 overall. He's even dropping. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's something we could do there. Gurianov, Vorobyov, Nikushkin, Kravatsov, Koltsov, Vorobyov. Like, we could have kept Evgeny, but we're still paying Gurianov that 7.7 for the next year. Actually, how well would it be if we do Khabibulin alongside of Vizhnevsky? Would we get? No. Doesn't really matter. We could throw the two defensive guys together. We don't get any pluses, though. And I'd rather actually throw Vizhnevsky there instead. See if we can maybe get him going. And his defensive numbers are actually not that bad. He just can't block shots. I think that's what we go. Provorov, Sergachev. Because I think did we do that last year? I don't know if we did, but we'll do it again. We'll do Sergachev and Provorov. And see, that's the biggest thing, too. You look at, you know, the top two defensemen, at least for Russians, are 33 years old. You know, Romanov is probably the only other young defenseman. Right? We have Gavrikov. Once all these guys age out, we're relying on these young guys to jump up, but they haven't. Khabibulin's the only guy that's actually looking half-decently promising right now. I want Mikhail Sergachev to play on the right side. Actually, yeah, we can just play him on the left side because he plays on the left side. Yeah, we can do that. Alrighty. I think we're all ready to go for this upcoming season. Special teams, Mikhail Sergachev. I don't know why he's not up on the top unit. He definitely needs to be. So getting Vorobyov off of there would be nice to do that. I don't think we have another playmaker is the main issue, though. So it's like... But we definitely need to get him off of there. But Vorobyov, I think, could play up on the back there. She could play center. Could he play center? Yeah, and then... Actually, Koltsov would probably win the face-offs more. So probably be smarter if he plays. And then Podkolzin take that 1T. Matev take that 1T. And then there we go. And then Jermaine Ropasov, we could take him off. And throw Nikushkin on there instead. Which would still give us that +3. Anybody's a right-hander. Koltsov is, but we don't get any other centermen, so we'll throw Gurianov over there. And then the 3-man. Sergachev could go down there. Ropasov, we could pull you off. And throw... who are we missing? We're missing that 85 overall. Vorobyov, or we could throw Kravatsov there too, but I think Vorobyov would be quite nice there. And then the PK, Ropasov, Trenin, our 2 defensive forwards. Yeah, and then Sergachev, him, Podkolzin, Koltsov. And then there we go. Yeah, that looks all good to me. And I'm ready to get this next season started up. Because I want to grind through the seasons. We're already half an hour through, so let's just pump through these, because I'm ready to see what this team will do this year. Honestly, I'm excited to see what this team will do. I'm hoping we could play half decently good. That's the hope. Is that we could have a good season this year. But we'll see how this goes. Ugh. I'm hoping we have a good season, though. I really do hope we do. I'm really hoping we have a good season this year. We're already starting off the season 2-0, so that's already kind of a good sign there for us, is that we're starting the season off. Well, I did forget to check out the coaches. Do we have a full coaching staff, basically? I do want to quickly check that out. Not the draft class. I wanted to check the coaching staff. No, yeah, it's just the goalie coaches that we're missing. That's fine. It's just the goalie coaches. That's no big deal for me. And we'll continue on the simulation. But thank you guys for tuning in so far. It has been a pretty fun stream. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button on as well on the stream if you guys haven't already. Also, down in the link in the description below, there is a support my stream thing for the donations. You guys don't have to donate. I'm just letting you guys know if you have not ever seen it before. The link will be down in the description below for if you guys want to support the stream. Not asking you guys to. Anything helps, but I'm not asking you guys to. I do this for absolute just my fun and entertainment, and we're definitely not looking too great right now. And I almost just crapped my pants. I feel like I got a crap coming here soon. And also, if we miss the playoffs 2 years in a row, I'm just going to end it there. That's the way we're going to do it. If we miss the playoffs 2 years in a row, I'm just going to end it there. So if we miss this year and the year after that, I'm just going to end this stream there. Because I think just what's the point of continue going on if we just are never going to, improve? That's just going to be my main thing, is if we don't win, then I'm just going to head out. And I think I'm going to go and take a crap before I crap my pants. Because I feel a crap coming. So hang on, guys. Just put in the chat that I'm be right back. I'm just gonna go take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, boys. got back. Ew. Do you think the Oilers? Do you think Edmonton could be great this year and make it to the playoffs again? Yeah. I think the Oilers are going to be making it to the playoffs, without a doubt. Do I think they're going to be an amazing team this year, make it very far? Probably not. I just got a package in the mail. Just my new wireless earbuds came in. So hang on, let me just crank this puppy open, because I actually quite want to see them. I've been kind of waiting for these puppies for a bit. Oh yeah, they don't look too bad. They actually quite look cool. And they're waterproof. That's the main reason why I got them, was so I could take them in the shower and listen to music while I'm in the shower. Or if I want to listen to a podcast while I'm in the shower, I could listen to a podcast while I'm in the shower. See how smart I am? Let's continue on the simulation. Hang on, let me get this simulation kind of going while I'm opening up the package, so we can multitask. Because we all know how much I love multitasking. So let's get this puppy open. Oh man, those actually look really sleek. I wonder how they'll fit in my ear. I wonder if it'll fit good or it'll just continue falling out like it already is. That's the one thing I hate about earbuds, is because they never fit me, ever. Like, that's the one problem I always have with earbuds. Do you think we'll make it past, or we'll make it to the first round of the playoffs again? Oh yeah, I think they'll make it to the first round, but I have a hard time believing that they'll go further than the first round. Like, that's my biggest problem right now, is I just don't think they'll go further. Almost, I didn't mean to turn on the power. I think these earbuds are way too big. I need to get the smaller ones. They actually stay in there pretty good, though. And my lord, is that ever tight. My ears are also kind of dirty right now, too. I need to clean myself up before even trying these. And then they just go right into this package here, which is actually a really cool little case. That $40 for this little kit. Well, you guys don't see it right now, but I got this dope little case right now, or these dope little wireless earbuds that I got for the shower, and they are actually quite dope. And you just stick that right in there, and it charges. Wow, that's nifty. Okay. And then that one just slides right on in there, and then they're already fully charged too. And then there's different little earmuffs that you can get. So where we're 22 and 21. Oh man, this is not looking like it's gonna be a fun stream. I think Boston can go to the Stanley Cup Finals this winter. Yeah, I think they could. In the reviewing episode that I made there, if you did watch it there, Bill T, I made a Boston Bruins reviewing episode there, and I said that, you know, the Boston Bruins are going to be a good team. I think they're going to be missing out on a second line center, and I think that's the biggest thing that they might need to, you know, jump upon during trade deadline, if there is anything available, is to go after a second liner just for a year, because I think that's the biggest thing. Unless Charlie Coyle, like Taylor Hall is going to be perfect. Craig Smith is really good. Just the question is how well will, you know, Charlie Coyle do on that line? That's the biggest question going into this upcoming season. Oh man, they just give you so many little earbuds. Wow, this is actually quite cool. For $40, this is actually quite a good deal that I got. And man alive, how are we this record, dude? 27, 28, and 7? Like, we should be way better than what we are. And yet we're still getting crapped on. I don't know what to do with this team anymore. I have no idea what to do with this team. I got none. I do want to do a little bit of a live stream for you guys, but like, what am I supposed to do when this team keeps turning on me, dude? Like, we can't even score goals now. What's going on here, man? You might as well just blow up the goddamn team and just blow it all to shit, because my lord, this team cannot play at all. Every single season we jump into, I just get perpetually shit on every damn time, and it just ticks me off. Do you think Nick Foligno could go in that spot with Krejci? No, I don't think Krejci is a guy that, you know, can replace a guy like Krejci. Krejci's good. Like, Foligno, there's no doubt. Foligno's really good. But he's mostly a winger, right? Like, Foligno is mostly a guy that you want to be playing on the wing. You don't want to be playing him as your as a center on that second line. Now, he could probably do a little bit better than Charlie Coyle, but offensively, Coyle would be the way to go. Offensively, Coyle would be the way to go. I don't want to make any deals, because even this, where are we at? We could make it if we win a lot of games from here on out. We could make it into the playoffs. But even if that, man, I don't know. Even if that, Jesus. What's out here? What's available? Is there any Russians? No, I'm just gonna immediately back out. There's Ponomarev here. Another two-way guy. Like, we already got a lot of those. Oh, okay. So it says to... Hang on. I'm just going to try out my earbuds, because they kind of look a little nifty. So it says to in and then rotate it. I'm going to have to figure these out later. How to put them on. It's blinking right now, which I don't want it to be on, so I'm just gonna throw it right on the charger. Perlo was saying that if Raz comes back, he will be on the bench because Olmark does well. I don't, I think Raz will still play pretty well. I just think, I think it'll be like a tandem. Do you have Grigorenko on your team? I got him to an 86 overall in my franchise. Dude turned into a 30-40 goal scorer. See, I did have Mikhail Grigorenko on my team, but he never really turned out to be anything good. Like, Mikhail, like, the biggest story about this franchise mode with the Nation United here with the Moscow Superstars, this Russian only one. Every time we picked up a player, they have been, below expected. Like, there's only been a few players that have absolutely exploded. Like, Nikushkin has been one player that I was really surprised about for years, who did really, really well alongside of Matei Michkov earlier on in the franchise mode. Like, he was tremendously good, especially defensively. Gurianov, too, he was decent. But, like, of course, you're going to have him do good. But, like, I haven't really had any players that have, like, broken out. That's the sad thing about this team. I want it to be a lot better than what it is, but I'm not getting any luck. Not getting any luck. So, we'll simulate to the end of the season, and then we'll do the whole kind of the wrap up. How do you think Seattle will do this year? I think they'll be decent. Defensively, they'll be all right. But offensively, they got a big question coming. Like, how well will they do offensively? So there's some big questions for sure. I don't necessarily know if they'll be a playoff team or not, though. Like, there's a lot of teams competing for that. It'll either be like Vancouver, Calgary, Seattle. Man, we're so close to that wild card spot. Come on, guys. Win me a few games here. We're only right behind Tampa Bay, and they're not doing that well either. Come on. Win me a few more games. There we go. Win me another few ones. There we go. Win against the Ducks. Win against the Rangers. We're tied up. We just got to continue winning some games here. Come on, we can make a big comeback here. Montreal. Another winner against Montreal. We have a wild card spot. Edmonton. Can we beat... no, we do not. But we need this. Ooh. Actually, hang on. We clinched. We clinched. Let's go, baby. Woo. I feel at best Seattle could be a fringe playoff team in their first season. Yeah, oh yeah. I think at best they could be a fringe playoff team. Without a doubt, I totally agree with you guys that they're definitely a very big fringe playoff team this year. Just because of the fact with how weak with how weak the Pacific Division is. Would you put Grubauer or Drigger in the net as your starting goalie? I mean, Grubauer would most likely be your best bet because you're paying him the big bucks. But I mean, Drigger, who knows about him, right? That's the biggest thing with Drigger. He's not like he's unknown. He's just a guy that could jump into that spot and be the starting goalie if need be. I think they got a very, very good tandem there in Seattle. So once again, we're facing off against the Bruins here in the Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, once again, we're doing the exact same damn thing as facing the Boston Bruins in the playoffs in the first round, which is not what I wanted. 321 goals for per game. We're definitely not scoring a whole lot. Our goals against per game is Our power play is not bad. And our PK, not bad either. Okay. Well, let's take a look here at everything else. Mikhail Sergachev is the leader in goal scoring this year, so he really started popping off when I threw Kravtsov up on that top line, and Podkolzin, I downgraded him to that second line, and it seemed to do a lot better, which was nice. I split time whoever can earn the starting spot. I personally think Gruby is a little more battle-hardened. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, Drigger's only really played like these past 2 seasons, and he's played really good in these past 2 seasons, especially with a team there in Florida where they didn't have an elite level defensive core. So I'm excited to see how well he'll do. But I think the Seattle team has a decent defensive core, and they have a really good tandem. So if they really do play really well defensively, and Hackstall gets them into a really good defensive structure, I think that team could be really, really good throughout the season. So Sergachev, Provorov, they did really well throughout the year. Mukhamadullin had a decent season. Vishnevsky and Khabibulin actually did quite well throughout the season as well. I actually quite enjoyed Khabibulin this year. He actually didn't put up bad numbers in his first season in the NHL, so that's good to see. Vorobyov, 57. Kravtsov did quite well being put up on the top line. Gurianov didn't do too bad depth-wise. Defensively, yeah, we knew about that. Goalies, Askarov, 903. He actually had quite a good season carrying us. Having 2 good goalies is a good problem to have. A lot of teams don't have that luxury, like the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers do not have that luxury. We're stuck with 2 old guys that are very, very fringe goalies, to say the least. Anyways. But it is a luxury to have 2 really good goalies. It really is. If you have 2 good goalies, then that's perfect. Oh, yeah, that was the Weather. Charlie Weather, the guy. Oh, no, that was not the guy that got drafted first overall. It was the guy that got drafted 7th round and looks absolutely insane for the Boston Bruins. And this team still looks the same as last year. Jack Eichel's there. Gabriel Landeskog they have this year playing down there in the 4th line with Jackson Simpson and Andreas Anthony. They also have Greenway, Weller, and Heroes, Kasha, Glass, and Costa. And then they got Fogel, Eichel, and Berkowitz. And then defensively, Mete. Yeah, they look a little bit worse compared to last year, so maybe we can take advantage of that. But still, we don't need to underestimate Mr. Jake Onager. He's still a great goalie, even though he hasn't had the greatest 2 seasons. But, I mean, look at last year. He absolutely pummeled us. So, I mean, if we go all the way, then that would be perfect. I would love to go all the way this year and just end the franchise mode here. But I don't know if even that's possible. So let's jump into this. I just want to win a damn cup. That's all I want. I want to win a damn cup with this team. That's all I damn want is a fucking cup with this Moscow Superstar team. So let's go, boys. Come on. First period, 1-1. Mikhail Sergachev and Simpson to start things off here in Game 1 between the Bruins and the Superstars. Second period, 3-2. Podkolzin, Glass, and Landeskog. Definitely not what I wanted to see. So come on. There we go. Matei Michkov gets a big goal. And then Vorobyov adds one as well there for the Moscow Superstars. And then Heroes gets one to tie right back up in the game. We got to get one right back. Power play, we had a huge power play chance and they killed it off. We got to play a little bit better defensively as well. We're definitely letting in a decent amount of goals to start this series off, which is definitely not what we want to see. And since we're doing a long live stream, I'm definitely not going to do every overtime, because if I do every overtime, I would be drained. And Jack Eichel gets the game-winning goal and ends off game one right quick. Ugh. Ivan Provorov. 3 assists in that first game. You're nutty, dude. You are nutty. So let's jump into game two. We need a bounce back win in Beantown and TD. So we just need to have a bounce back game. That's all we need to have. A good little bounce back game. We'll be all right. Come on. First period, 3-2. We just cannot keep that puck out of the net. Heroes, Anthony, Glass, Koltsov, and Chekovic. Second period, 4-2. Costa gets one as well. This is the same as last year again. Same as last year. Nothing has changed. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. Just do good. How many 90 overalls do we need to fill up on this fucking team to be a good team, man? It makes no sense to me why this team keeps playing like goddamn garbage. Fucking mind boggles me, dude. Mind-boggling how dumb and incredibly this team cannot play hockey. We are just gonna stretch everything out a little bit. Provorov with Happy Bulin, Sergachev with Mukhamadullin, Gavrikov with him. Michkov needs to get himself going a little bit more. Checking all the other lines, see who else needs to get going. Nobody really else. We just need to start producing better. To be completely honest with you, we just need to start producing better. We need to stop playing like crap. Like, honestly. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, Edmonton does need to find a new starting goalie. I did not mean to jump into that menu. I wanted to simulate the game. So, come on. Let's go, guys. We need to have a bit of a bounce back here, guys. We're in Moscow. We need to actually win a damn game tonight. Actually need to win a playoff game, because we haven't yet. We have not won a single playoff game yet. Isn't that disgusting? Isn't that? First period. 1-1, Simpson, Michkov. Alright. Not a bad start. Come on. Second period. Nothing in the second period. 1-1 though. It's a 1-1 game. We still got some time. Give me a goal. That's all we need. I can't, man. I have no words for this guy. And might as well just sim this next game. I'm not even going to watch it. I know what's going to be the outcome. I know what's going to be the goddamn outcome. Because Mike Smith is going to be pretty much all done after this coming season. I have a 50... I feel like it's going to be a 50% chance that Mike Smith is going to be good next year. And even if he is good next year, or this upcoming season, it will be half of what he was throughout the COVID year that we had. I just don't think he's going to be what he is this year. I just really don't feel like that. You know, like... I don't know what Koskinen's going to bring, and nor do we have a tandem right now. You're right. Koskinen is a backup goalie, and we needed a tandem with Mike Smith this year because of the fact that Mike Smith is just so unpredictable. And, you know, last year we were hating on the guy, you know, and now this year we were like, oh yeah, he deserves this contract. No, he doesn't. We didn't need to bring him back. We didn't need to give him a contract. We didn't need to do the things that we did because he's 39 years old. It's very rare that a goalie is able to do good at this age. Not saying that it can't happen, because there's a lot of goalies that do play good at this age. But usually you sometimes see them drop off, and sometimes it's tremendous. And we might see that this upcoming season with Smith. Who knows? I might be proven wrong. Anyways, this team is absolutely just aggravating me. But I think we might just go one more year with this team because I don't think I got very much left to go without me being angry at this stupid team. Yeah, 39-year-old starting goalie isn't ideal, although he did have a decent numbers last year. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. He did have really good numbers. He is reminding me of Dwayne Rollison. Oh yeah, but Dwayne Rollison dropped off too. That was the thing with Dwayne Rollison. You look at a lot of his numbers, and he does remind me a lot of Dwayne Rollison, without a doubt. If you look at Dwayne Rollison's numbers, he dropped off too. That was the biggest thing. When we picked him up in Edmonton, he had that really good playoffs, and then, you know, he was 1 year and he was hot, and then 1 year and then he was hot. But you look at the Tampa Bay, remember, he threw up that 912 save percentage, and Tampa Bay went really far, but then the next year he completely dropped off the face of the earth. That's what I'm afraid about here with Mike Smith, is that I feel like he's just going to drop off the face of the earth this upcoming season, just like Dwayne Rollison did with Tampa Bay. And I don't want that to happen, but it's going to happen. And if Mike Smith is not good, this team won't be good. There's no doubt about that. If we don't have good goaltending this year, we can make it into the playoffs just because of our offense, but we're not going to be able to make it very far. Anyways, yada, yada. This is just going to be practically autopilot, so if you guys want to chat, we could chat, because this year is just going to be basically autopilot this year, because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of players that we can get. He's a wildcard for sure. Management just has to ask themselves if it's worth to rely on him. And that's the problem. We have to rely on him because there's just no other goalies out there. And we haven't done anything for goalie development just yet. I mean, we got Kunavalov and Skinner coming up, but they are, you know, few years out before they're even ready. And we don't want to be trading for Korpisalo. Gorgiev might be a decent option, but you know, those are guys they're fringe. They're fringe goalies. You don't know if they're going to be good. You don't know if they're going to be bad. You really don't know very much about them. All right, well, let's make this next pick. I think the Russian player is actually relatively available for us, and he's a sniper. Not bad. Not bad. We're never going to be using them anyways, because I think this will be basically our last year with the Moscow Superstars. Because I'm not dealing with these losses anymore, man. I'm not dealing with this losing crap 24/7. Because screw that. I don't like losing. Purely and simple. There's really no one out here, man. There's absolutely no one available. Once again for drafting. Once again. But yeah, the others there, I'm excited, but at the exact same time, I don't know what's going to really happen this year. I'm honestly just excited for hockey again. Because like I live off of hockey, and I'm just waiting for October to hit, right? Like that's my biggest thing. I'm excited to work so I can get some money in my pocket, and then to start watching hockey in October and getting the new NHL game. But like that's what I'm really working towards right now is the hockey season, so I can start doing play-by-play again and all that fun stuff. So. Well, let's get on to signing everyone. I don't think we got very many free agents since we practically locked up everyone the last time. We just got to get Provorov back. Gurianov, do we want to? Yeah, we might as well sign him back to another deal. Might as well. We don't want to lose him. Try to get everyone back, and then we'll just stack up in free agency if we can. It's even if we can. Not saying that we will, just if we can. I don't want to pay Trenton that much. Damn it, dude. Why are you becoming so damn expensive? We do actually have some decent Russians coming up the pipeline here with Vasili Podkolzin. He's quite improving quite well. Quite well he is. Nikolish. Yeah, nothing really else assigned. Defensively. Datsuk, sure. Not like you're going to improve to be anything for us. Bobkov. Just some depth. Habibulin. Or, yeah. Hudobin. That's Habibulin. Vizhnevsky turned out to be nothing. Puskarivov, we didn't even really use him, and he doesn't want to come back, so he can just piss off. And then Provorov, we definitely need to sign back. We're just not going to give anyone any... It doesn't matter what we sign to people, because this is our last year, so it really does not matter. If we sign them to a no movement clause, no trade clause, because we don't trade anyone anyways. We're trying to go for a Stanley Cup, right? That's the biggest goal right now with this team, is we're trying to go for a Stanley Cup, so... Oh, my Lord, Askarov. You're making me bankrupt, bro. 7.4 for Askarov. And sign back Tarasov. Because you're going to be the only team that's going to sign you. Gurianov. Provorov even looks like he might not even want to come back to the damn team. We got to get him back, though. 6.8 for the next 2 years. Will that work for you? Yeah, even like Sergachev's dropping off now. What am I even supposed to do, man? Like... Oh my god, dude. I have no idea what to do anymore with this team. I have no ideas. I usually do have an idea. I usually come up with something. I've been playing franchise mode for most of my life, and every single franchise mode series that I've done, I've been able to come up with an answer. But for the Florida Panthers one, that one was mind-boggling. I couldn't even think about anything. But this one, you know, at the start, I had an idea. Let's slowly build up the team. I think we're just gonna sign Gavrikov, do another damn deal. 6.3. Right, like, I was always able to come up with something, but this one, there's no ideas. There's nothing that we can do. There's really nothing we can do with this team that can make it any better, that can push us a little further. There's nothing. I never signed anyone to a contract that would end when they are older than 35. Usually they drop, and some drop really bad. But if they're so good, I send them 1-year deals until they drop off. Yeah, usually I do that too, but we're at the point right now where it's like the last year in, and like there's no other Russians. Like there's no other Russians anywhere else. So it's either that we, you know, go all in or we don't. So we're going all in. We're gonna get Kucherov as well. We're getting Mr. Kucherov, because I said we're going all in this year. This is our last year here with the Moscow Superstars. Because, I mean, there's really nothing else we can do. Usually, I do play a little bit smarter than what I'm doing here with this team. Like, if you go check out my Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode, that one has just been a blast. I recorded an episode yesterday, and oh my lord. You guys have to watch it. I think I'm going to be uploading it Wednesday or tomorrow, or something like that. So I would definitely be ready to check that one out, because that will be a super, super fun episode. It will be a fun one. I had Castle playing until 83 or 38 in the last season. He dropped from an 83 to a 76. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I usually don't try to keep the old guys along unless it's like somebody that I've had on the team since like day one or something like that. But even then, I don't play tremendously that long anyways. So, yeah, Kucherov did sign. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we need. That is all we need. I don't even think Kucherov will be staying at an 85 overall. Like that one's a kind of a risk too. But I wanted Kucherov for the leadership. Maybe he would be able to bring something to the team maybe this year. I don't know. I was thinking maybe something he can bring, but how do I know? I kept him because an 83 overall. He had 90 plus skating and 92 shot accuracy. Damn, bro. Yeah, Kessel's he's kind of nuts in this game. I think I lowered him a bit in my custom rosters that I did. I lowered him down a bit just because he's a little OP, to say the least. Not OP, but just his overalls are crazy for how not good he's playing right now. And I mean, you could say that he's playing in Arizona, which he is. And Arizona is definitely not the greatest team in the world. But last year we got here with the Moscow Superstars. Thank you guys for tuning in so far. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. That'll be very much appreciated, boys. Also, in the link down in the description below, there's a support my stream. If you guys want to donate, I'm not asking you guys to, but I'm just letting you guys know the donate button is down below. I'm not asking for any of it. This is a free stream if you want to watch it for stream. No doubt about that. He won his cups, now he's collecting checks. Yep, that is certainly what Kucherov is doing. Collecting his checks. Which, I mean, he already did collect a ton of checks when he was with Tampa Bay, basically, there. So, I mean, he's just collecting even more money now, patting down the pad. I'm pretty sure by time this age, you'd be heading off to the K. Alright, so we got a pretty stacked up offensive core, which is nice. Defensively, definitely not a special defensive core, to say the least. And Askarov and Tarasov. And then the draft class. But Phil, the same could apply to Kuch. Oh, yeah, Phil. Yeah, either way. Most older players collect checks anyway. So, hey, there's a defenseman. The year that we're heading out, there's a defenseman. Finally in the top 10. Basically, but probably be like either a medium or high top 4, most likely. All right, so since the amount of wingers we have to edit the lineup. So I kind of want Koltsov there. I want Kucherov up on the top line just because I want to stack it up. Him there, Ruslan, Koltsov there. I want Podkolzin down here. Vorobyov there. Rupitsov there. Kravatsov there. Actually, I want Kovaltsov there. For Kucherov there. Gurianov with Podkolzin. And I guess we're playing this Kashva dude since we lost the other dude. Or we could play Chekovich as the center. And then do we have another winger? Alexiev, yes. We want Alexiev instead. And then defense, Provorov, yeah, we'll just basically keep it like this year. And there's nothing special we can really do for our defensive core. And I'm really not going to touch anything else because I can really care less. I just want to finish this last year off, man. I think that's just my main goal right now is just to finish this last year off. That was basically the plan with this stream. I didn't really have too much plan for this stream. I think tomorrow I might be doing a Red Dead Redemption live stream tomorrow. I should actually schedule my weeks a little bit better. I think that's what I'm going to do after this stream. Is basically get my week ready. Or at least as much as I can. Because I'm starting work on Thursday. Another player that has stupid stats at a low overall is Vitaly Amberov. Yep. See, he never really panned out for me. I think I did have him. I don't think he just never worked for me. On any of my lines. Or did I get him? I don't remember if I did. When I played this team in franchise playoffs, he always had like 96 accuracy, 93 skating. Oh yeah, nice. Very, very nice. Are we going to make it to the playoffs? That will be the big question. The reason why we made it to the playoffs last year is we somehow miraculously had a comeback and we somehow made it in. And this year we're definitely not the hardest team to start off the year. So that's a bit concerning. A bit concerning right now. We are 3-3 though. We're kind of having a little bit of a comeback. 3-3. We are in a wild card spot though, so if we continue to get some W's here and not lose like this, then we'll make it in, but I don't know, man. Definitely not looking the brightest right now for us. Oh man alive. Winnipeg, big win there against Winnipeg. Yeah, same record as basically last year at this time. Is Krvaltsov not working up on that top line? Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, you would think that me stacking up on this team, I know our defense is weak, but we stacked up on our forwards every single year. And for some reason, now we're starting to struggle offensively. I don't know what to do with this team. I have no idea what to do with this team. No idea. We're still at a 500 record. Which this has been basically the story of this entire franchise mode, man. It has just been pain and suffering and mediocrity the entire time. Which sucks. That we've never had any sort of playoff success. We have never won a playoff game. We've only been in the playoffs twice over, what, 12 years? And we've just never done anything. Ever. That is sad. That is just insanely sad. Yep, conservative buyer. If we see trade, we'll make it. If not, I guess not. And Kaprizov. And he's not really doing anything special this year. He's not even that big of an overall. Yeah, whatever. We already got snipers upon snipers. We don't need any more. Not like Kaprizov's going to change this damn team up. Now let's continue on going to the end of the season. Oh, shit. Dropping shit. Dropping my shit. Dropping my shit. Yeah. Man alive, this is just sad and fucking depressing to see. I was thinking today, I was like, man, today's stream's gonna be good. We're gonna probably have some success here. How much better franchise could be if we had the whole new talent pool with the KHL roster. Oh yeah, like I would be able to do way more with this damn fucking Nation United team. I would have been able to do way more than what I was able to. Without a doubt, I would have been probably way better. But I think that is officially it, ladies and gentlemen. I know this stream was a bit shorter than usual, but excuse me. As you guys could see, Moscow Superstars are just insanely mediocre, and I can't do anything about it. We could totally, you know, blow up the team and rebuild again, but we're never going to get a Mikhail Sergachev like how we got in this franchise, or like how we got in the draft. He was a high elite player, and I don't think we're ever going to get that lucky again to get a high elite player like a Mikhail Sergachev. Our greatest pick that we ever got was Nikita Koltsov, and he was a medium top 6. I want to see Igor Bobkov play in the NHL. Dude was good in the World Juniors when he played. Oh yeah, he was. I don't think he ever really translated too well to the NHL though. I know he's been insane in the KHL, I'm pretty sure though. He's been putting up some nutty stats. But Podkolzin's also been an extreme underperformer this past season. 58 points only from him. I mean, he was decent most of his career here with us, but only 58 points this year. Kucherov was 64. He wasn't bad, but I mean, we got him at the tail end of his career, so we're not asking for anything special from him. But yeah, nothing special. That aggravates me. That aggravates me. And if you guys are watching this back, just to know, I wanted to win a cup with this damn team. I wanted to. We had chances to. Just, we never got lucky. And that was the problem. Just never got lucky, and we never got the right players to develop. And that's just the way that NHL is sometimes. Sometimes it just does not like you. And it did not like me, to say the least. But thank you guys for tuning into this live stream. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that like button as well. That'll be very much appreciated, boys. Thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. If you guys did, it was really entertaining. Thank you to Creamy Kyle and also my boy Tom, or Bill. Why am I calling you Tom? Bill. It's because of the T, Bill T. Bill T, thank you for joining into the live stream too. Thank you guys for jumping in. And I'll see you guys all in the next live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, wrong button.